Hi guys, I'm back with another video. I'm actually pumping out my videos today, I guess. So for this one, I'm showcasing my Fire Druid actually. And maybe we'll just have a look into the skill tree for like basic understanding of the build. So for the elemental tree, we are focusing on Armageddon, Volcano, and Molten Boulder. And Fissure is synergy to most of them, so we max this one too. So Fissure is synergy to Molten Boulder, yeah, to all of them actually. But Fissure isn't too good of a skill to use in this kind of build. If you want to go Fissure, you want to max like you see here, Molten Boulder and Firestorm. But then you are only doing fire damage, or most of it is fire damage. And then it can get kind of sketchy with immunes and stuff. So I prefer to use like this physical fire damage route. I tried the like to use Fissure, but yeah, it just didn't feel too good for me to like to use where I want to farm basically. And we are going for prerequisites, one into each of those, Arctic Blast and Cyclone Armor, because Cyclone Armor is actually really good. So 485 elemental damage absorption is great. And then we spec into Gust as much until we have like the 30 points. So we get the 0.5 second cooldown. I really value that. You don't need to do this, but I do. I like it a lot. For some skills, we put one into each of those, one into Grizzly, and then I try to max out like Oak Sage last. Like dump the rest of my points here. Raven is only that high because I have like a Raven Law, which is +7 to Ravens. But I'm going over that all like in a second. So yeah, we like pre-buffing is like summoning the bear, armor, and like the Oak Sage, and then we're good to go. So for the gear, I'm using obviously Mage Fist. The block rate isn't doing anything for me because I'm not going block with this character. You could probably, but you would need to have another shield, like probably Storm Shield, maybe with some facets in. But I really like my choices. I'm gonna tell you like in a second. So here we have like a 5 on Resonation. It's nothing special. It's only my MF ring. You can go for like Wisp Projector. You can go for Stone of Jordan. Can like whatever you fancy. It's all good. What a good corruption would be though is like 3 life after each kill, because it gains you some sustain of your life. So you don't need to chuck potions that often, and because I'm oftentimes getting annoyed by like micromanaging my potions and just picking up so many health potions all the time. So yeah, Nagel, and over here we have another Nagel with Cannot Be Frozen. You need Cannot Be Frozen from somewhere. You could go for a Ravenfrost. That's also fine. You just lose out on 40 MF basically. That's about it. Boots, we have Warcrafts. I actually bought them that way. They are upped. You don't usually want to up your Warcrafts because it costs a lot more strength than the usual ones. Normal Warcrafts cost like 95 strength, and this one is like 163, which is like way higher, you know. So keep your Warcrafts not upped. I just bought them that way because they had the good corruption that I wanted for my build basically. Yeah, Warcrafts are the obvious choice for MFing. You know, if you want to go like you can go for like some Natalia's boots for a start or something to get some res, or some like just fast run rogue res and MF boots if you find some of those. Actually, this is a good tip. Like you can search for trade like, and some guys will trade boots that are really similar to Warcrafts, like have probably like 10 MF less or something, or maybe even 20, but still have MF and have also resistances, so it makes capping a lot easier. And yeah, you can just go for that. I have a Arachnid Smash with a 10 FHR corruption, and for my FHR, like I am at 55, so I actually would need like one more small charm. I would have to get one, but I'm actually might just remove those two shells that we will talk about pretty soon. But yeah, like FCR wise, we want to hit the 99 breakpoint. So how you're gonna do it is like it doesn't matter. You really want to have like Mage Fists. That's like the best in slot basically because it gives one fire skills, which our main damage is. Hodo, also pretty obvious choice. All-res and FCR. Like 30 FCR, 3 to all skills, all-res, all great stats that we can utilize. That's like pretty much like what I would consider best in slot. I'm not sure if there's anything that would be worth using over that. For a chest, I decided to go with a Viper Magi. I upped it, and it was 42 Auras corrupted. You can go with a 2-socket one, socketed with an and you will have like potentially even more Auras. So that's also a good choice. Like I needed the resistances, and I didn't want to like cap it with charms and stuff, so I could fit like a little bit of MF here. But yeah, so Viper is always a great choice because of the 30 FCR, you know. That's really good. Especially if you can't use like a shield that has FCR, which I am not actually. You'll see. So Ravenlore is, for my taste, probably the best item for this build because it gives 3 to elemental skills, which is great. Then it has like minus 10 to 20 fire resist, which is great, obviously, because we are doing half of our damage is basically fire and half physical around there. So it's a little bit more fire than fist, but it doesn't really matter. And it gives all res, it's nice. It gives some energy, which is good quality of life for your mana. And I hit 3 sockets within corrupt, which is really good, you know. You could socket like fire facets in there, but I chose to go for like the like I put 2 shells in there because I wanted to try out how the FHR like feels, but it isn't actually that like noticeable, I would say. If I remove those, I'm just shy of the 16 FHR breakpoint, which I should probably hit with some charm. I need to get one. I only have one and like the 10 FCR from the racks, but maybe just get one more like small charm or so I can hit at least this breakpoint, which would probably be fine already, and I can get like more MF there, or like I said, even more damage with fire facets. And fire facets aren't even that expensive. I bought like this 4/5 one for a Mal, which is pretty underpriced, I would say still, but it's probably 4 or 5 should be like an ist or something, I would say. For an amulet, I hit this Faster Castrate on a pretty nice Elemental Druid amulet, like 30 life, 3 to Alice skills, and 10 FCR is pretty nice. You could go for a rare amulet, like a crafted Druid Caster amulet or something, but yeah. You can just also go for a plain one and get like some FCR on your rings, which I don't have. Yeah, it's all up to you. You just want to hit like these 99 because it feels, in my opinion, it feels better. You could also settle for the 68 breakpoint, which is really easy to reach. You know, you wouldn't need like pretty much anything because you would have like already 50 from your Hodo and your Mage Fist, which you want to have anyways. And if you're going for like a skin, you already have like the breakpoint, so you don't even need like any Arak, FCR amulet or something. So it doesn't really matter. And for the last piece, I'm using like this bad boy here. This one cost me, I'm not sure actually what I paid. I think I paid like 2.5 high runes, which is the price of a jar and a Vex alone. I guess it's really low rolled, you know. That's probably why the seller wanted to get rid of it, but it does the job just fine. What's important for us is like the -28 enemy fire resistance roll, because that's what we like. That's what boosts our damage like by a lot. And the quality of life of the redemption aura is actually not at all like negligible. It's insane. You don't need any mana potions basically, which I do still have for some bosses. If you do like Baal or something, you would need to like have some potions with you. But for normal gameplay, you wouldn't need to use any mana potions just because of this item. You can't leech since you're a caster, right? And you don't need any mana on kill with this item. It's crazy good, I feel like. Then you get like some max resistances, which are always nice. I'm not even completely capped right now. I'm like at I'm in a normal game, I guess. I would need to change that, but I'm at 74 cold res, and I could get up to 79 lightning res, but I'm at 78, which is still pretty good. I should get like some 1% aura somewhere. Yeah, so the redemption aura is insane. I really love this shield. I tried it out and I was like, I love it. You know, it depends. The like the fire absorb is also really nice. If you get a good roll on this, it would obviously be really good. Also, like even better. The enhanced damage doesn't matter for us at all, so you can go like maybe someone will sell one for like a really low low amount, and you can grab it, because for some builds enhanced damage is actually what they care about, but we don't. And yeah, so it's really nice. You could go for I don't have anything here right now, any alternative, but you could go for a storm shield obviously, and go maybe max block if you would like, or and probably get some sockets with some facets. Could be good damage then. Or you could go for a lidless, which is the obvious other caster choice, you know. Then you wouldn't go for block either, and go for like you would have like 20 more FCR, which you could like you don't need to invest in any other gear parts, you know. You could also drop the Viper then and go like for a Chains of Honor or something, which is also really good. Yeah, so that's about it. Charms, we have like elemental skillers, and a torch, which is good res, but not like low vitality. I bought this pretty early in the league and didn't replace it since. And an Annie, really low res, sadly, but vitality is good. And then we have some random charms, you know, like fill out your resistances. I should do better, but yeah, and go for like some MF or something, like as you wish, basically. For the mercenary, we probably want to use drags, because they are always great. Get like the attack speed, life stolen, like life leech, and some strength that you don't really need, but it's still fine. Open wounds, it's a really good pair of gloves. Then string of ears, because you get like PDR, which is really good on a mercenary, and like the leech. I have goblin toes. You could go for gore riders. Probably gore riders would even be better, actually, now that I think about it. I have a Lionheart here, which you could go for fortitude, or like some PDR armor, like a Leviathan, like a shaft stop or something. But yeah, I chose to go with a Lionheart because it provides some res that I needed, and it gives a little bit of life, which is also nice, and the enhanced damage now, which can roll from 84 to 110. I didn't care to like make it like over and over till I get a good ED roll. I just used it. And then we have a Vamp Gaze that I started with a Shell, which means that he gets like 20% more FHR, which is good. And Leech, PDR, like same old story, you know? This is great. Alright. Weapon, you have two choices actually. And one choice is even better for bar running that isn't Infinity. That I was like pretty surprised about, I guess. So Infinity is obviously the best choice for most of the game, I would say, because it can break immunities, which makes your life that much easier. It gives you resistance reduction against like enemies that aren't immune, and it's a lot of damage basically. If you can't afford like an infinity, or like don't have it, or don't want to invest that much, you can go for Reaper's Toll, which procs the amp damage. Which, like, infinity increases the fire damage, you know, and breaks immunities. Reaper's Toll can break physical immunes and increases the physical damage. But infinity is still like a better choice in my opinion, because like the physical immunes that are broken, like you don't deal much damage to. I feel like they mostly have like still a really high damage reduction. And yeah, if they are fire immune and fizz immune, which can happen, for example, for like the last Bal Wave, the boss, Lister, if he rolls like Stone Skin and gets fizz immune, then you are probably not doing any damage to him, basically, with your build whatsoever, because you can't break the fire immune in the end. But still, Reaper's Toll is the best choice for that, for Bal running, I felt, because you could slap it on your Mercenary. He amp damages the last wave, which is the hardest to kill for you, and the physical damage reduction is lowered so much that you can actually deal a lot more damage, which is great quality of life for that. That's why I keep it. But yeah, otherwise I would say Infinity is the best choice. Now let's go for... I'll show you Chaos Run, which is not the optimal place to farm with this build, obviously, because there is fire immunes. I have the Infinity, I have some Pierce, but yeah, I'm showing this to you still, because it's like, I feel like it's a great spot to farm, and I like it a lot. And so what we are doing is like we are precasting Armageddon, obviously. Armageddon is just a random hit. It doesn't really probably do that much. Oh wait, I'm a normal. I'm dumb. Give me a second. I was thinking like, wow, that feels like amazing. Good build showcase. Oh damn. Okay. So let's go for the right showcase now. Alright. Precast Armageddon, it's a random hits. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they don't. But yeah. So what you want to do is with this build is to place your volcano underneath like rare mobs. Right underneath them, like the unique mobs, because the volcano functions a little bit different than fissure, which I didn't really realize at the start of this build. But it does. So fissure is just like a basic AoE which functions. I think they actually used the code from Blizzard. It hits like exactly the same as Blizzard. I feel like not PD2 did, but oh, this one is physical and fire immune, so we just skip it. That's the problem with like Chaos Sanctuary for this build. So there is like the possibility, for example, also that Infector rolls with Stone Skin. You could just go back then and switch to your Reaper's Toll, but yeah, you could just go on and stuff and just move on. Yeah, what was I about to say? Yeah, so Fissure works the same as Blizzard, which basically is a AoE, and if enemies move in there, they take a lot more damage. And the fireballs of Volcano, like they just spread around like a little bit. And still deal a little bit of damage, but the huge damage comes from like placing it underneath your enemies like directly, because then they get hit by like pretty much any ball that spawns out of your volcano, which does a lot of damage. Look at Vizier. He's getting deleted by one volcano. Let me refresh my armor, okay. So, and the teleport, you know, it comes in handy. A little nuance about this build, too, is like that, is there another fire immune one? No. I don't think so, no. And you see these Doom Knights usually are fire immune and they get deleted still. Like, because of the Raspiers that we have from our gear. They are actually still like, and even like the Venom Lords are fire immune, you know. I just cast like those volcanoes and they still get like pretty easily destroyed. But yeah, so the build has some nuances since like Gust, for example, shares a cooldown. I'm not sure why. I don't have any clue why that is. But Gust shares the cooldown with your Armageddon and Volcano, and also Fissure. So if you Gust and try to instantly Volcano, you would have to wait out the cooldown from Gust to actually cast the Volcano. Which also makes like prioritizing like lowering the Gust cooldown to 0.5 to the minimum roll, like it makes it so important, I feel like. Because then you're not locked out of your Volcano too long. That is pretty, it's actually pretty annoying, you know? So he got deleted. Let's go for Diablo. So what you want to do usually, which I don't do sometimes because I'm lazy, you can precast Volcanoes too, and then spam your Molten Boulders. Yeah, so that was Diablo. Alright. Like it's 4 minutes and I didn't really push, so you can go probably around 3 or something. But yeah, so what you want to do usually is you want to, right after you Gust, let's get our Armageddon up. Right after you Gust, you want to switch to Molten Boulder and cast one Molten Boulder, because the Molten Boulder is actually not like influenced by this cooldown. So you can cast the Molten Boulder and afterwards you can instantly cast your Volcano. So that's what I do, at least. Because like if you Gust, then you would have to wait like another Gust cooldown to cast your Volcano. You know, I Gust, try to cast Volcano, and this is when it happens. Like Gust, now the Volcano, and if I Gust and instantly go for Molten Boulder, it casts instantly, which is pretty nice. And don't forget to refresh your Cyclone Armor from time to time. It's a great damage reduction. And yeah, so basically, let me show you like, let me waste some mana. Like what the Redemption does for us. It's insane. Redemption is an aura from the Paladin which consumes basically corpses that lie around and gives you back mana and life, but life is only a very small amount. So, you know, I'm walking by and you see our mana jumps up to 230. Like, let's kill those monsters and you'll see when they get consumed, there's like a little spirit. You can't really see because like let a mercenary kill like these mobs here. There's like a little red spirit coming up, and this means that the corpse is consumed and you get mana and 5 life. Like it's like 70 mana or something. It's an insane amount of mana. I actually wonder what it would be like if you played like a sorceress with energy shield and this shield. It would be really good, I feel like. But yeah, that's maybe for another day. But yeah, so I feel like it's a really fun build. Like, not many people use it. It's still not the best build, you know. Wind Druid probably outperforms it if you gear it like with the same amount of like stuff that you can invest. But I feel like Wind Druid is a little bit, yeah, I don't really like the playstyle of Wind Druid. I like the playstyle of this one. This one is like a cool, like off the beaten track build, which I enjoy. Yeah, that's about it for this video. I really like the build. It feels good. I like it. Is there anything else to talk about? Yeah, probably the gimmick with not being able to cast your Volcano after the Gust is probably not even intended, and I would hope they would fix it, because I'm not sure why this should share the cooldown from Gust. I'm not sure. Maybe it's to nerf Gust still, but why are you able to cast Molten Boulder then? I'm not sure. If you guys know anything about this, let me know. I don't have any clue. But yeah, hope this gets fixed, and then this build will feel even smoother, and it's great fun to play. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to upload like some videos in the near future, I guess. Like I uploaded some slam video today, you should check out that one too. I got like a really good item. And the Arak actually that I use here is also from today's slam session. But yeah, check out my channel, leave a like, would appreciate it, and yeah, feel free to come by for the next videos. Have a good one.